What if the very treasure you've been chasing was actually a trap? A tree so ancient, so terrifying, that it could erase your soul, rewrite your will, and turn you into nothing more than a mindless puppet. That's the nightmare Xiao Yan and his companions faced when they reached the Bodhisattva tree. 5 guardians appeared, not ordinary enemies, but half-saint puppets, corpses of once great cultivators bound to the tree's will. And Xiao Yan, he was about to lead the fight of his life. The battlefield shook as Xiao Yan's group advanced. With him stood the brilliant Xun'er, already a 9-star Du Zun, the calm but deadly Qingyang, and the fierce Queen Medusa. This wasn't just a battle for treasure, it was a war for survival. As the first puppet stirred, releasing an aura strong enough to crush weaker cultivators instantly, Xiao Yan's eyes sharpened. "Divide them! Surround and strike!" he ordered. The flower sect elders trembled under the pressure, but Xiao Yan's core team held firm. The ground cracked open. Shadows moved. One by one, the 5 half-saint puppets emerged, towering, lifeless husks, but with the strength to rival true Bansheng experts. Xiao Yan's expression darkened. He knew their weakness. The head. Aim for the head. Only then can they be destroyed. The air split apart as the first clash erupted, fists of stone against Doqi flame, power enough to level mountains. Suddenly, Xiao Yan roared. Golden light burst across his body, and in a flash, he towered over the battlefield. The legendary giant glass body. 8-fold explosion! His iron-like fist smashed straight into the puppet's skull, cracked spider webbing across its head. But the puppet countered. Its fist slammed into Xiao Yan's shoulder, shaking the giant's frame. The crowd gasped. Could Xiao Yan withstand it? Yet beneath the ancient dragon and phoenix armor, shielded by the Queen of Insects' protection, Xiao Yan dug his heels in. He refused to fall. Then, like thunder splitting the sky, great finger of tranquil destruction, Xun'er and Qingyang struck in unison. 2 colossal energy fingers crushed down from above. At that moment, Kalin's thunderbolts tore through the heavens, hammering the puppet in flashes of blinding light. The battlefield roared with explosions as every attack converged. The puppet trembled, head fracturing further, until finally, boom, its skull burst apart, and the once mighty guardian collapsed into dust. The first puppet, destroyed. But victory came at a price. Even Qingyang bled from his wounds, while weaker members gasped for breath. Xiao Yan handed out healing pills, his gaze shifting to the other battlefields. The Han clan's elites fell one after another. Even the mighty Heavenly Phoenix tribe was staggering under the relentless assault. Would Xiao Yan step in? Number. His voice was cold. This isn't mercy. This is war. Xun'er nodded, her eyes sharp. If they helped now, those same rivals might stab them in the back once the puppets were gone. Then everything changed. The Bodhisattva tree pulsed with blinding light. Before Xiao Yan's team could react, it wrapped around them and dragged them inside. Their Doqi, gone. Their bodies, powerless. Xiao Yan blinked, and suddenly decades had passed. He looked down at his own hands. No longer a Dosun, but a saint. His strength shook the heavens. A single finger, and entire cities crumbled. Living beings vanished like dust. But his eyes burned crimson, drowned in murderous intent. For a moment, Xiao Yan almost believed it. He had chased this strength his entire life. Was this his victory? Then, a flash. In his palm appeared the Bodhisattva seed, a gift from his past trials. It pulsed, shattering the illusion. This isn't real. This is death wrapped in a dream. His face hardened as the truth hit him. Those puppets, they weren't creations. They were fallen cultivators who had lost themselves in the Bodhisattva tree's illusion. Their souls consumed, their bodies enslaved, a fate worse than death. Xiao Yan survived. But what of his companions? Could they resist the perfect dream of power, glory, and eternal victory? Or would they too become puppets of the tree? The Bodhisattva tree was not just a test of strength. It was a war against your own heart. So tell me, if you stood before the ancient Bodhisattva tree, would you resist the illusion? Or would you give in to the power you've always desired? Drop your answers in the comments below. And if you want to see what horrors await Xiao Yan next, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because the true nightmare has only just begun.